Dr. Carson, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to be with you, Maria.
So what is your reaction to this, Dr. Carson, that Trump says, look, I'm not even going to show up?
Well, actually, I don't have much of a reaction to it because it's really not about him. It's not about me. It's not about anybody except the American people and the opportunity to really give them a vision into what we propose as the solutions for the multitudinous problems. Our nation is about to go off the cliff. We are fundamentally changing into something else, and we need to talk about the solutions, not about personalities.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, and you actually have come out with specifics on your tax plan, on your foreign policy, which I want to get to. But do you think that this opening gives you and the other candidates on stage more of an opportunity to do that, to drill down, given the fact that Donald Trump won't be there?
Well, it's always good to have more of an opportunity. Anytime you can get beyond a 30-second or 1-minute soundbite, you're going to be able to connect with people, no question about that.
And I think that's why you and your colleagues connected in our last debate. Let me ask you, Dr. Carson, for some more specifics on your tax plan, because a lot of smart people were talking about your tax plan as arguably being the best out there in the GOP field, because you've got a flat tax, but there's no so-called VAT tax included. Explain the details of your tax plan. What do you want to do?
Well, basically, what I'm looking at is liberty and justice for all being the important word. And so that's why I propose a flat tax, 14.9%. Eventually, it will come down from there. But we have a lot of issues that we have to deal with right now. No deductions, no loopholes, no shelters, no double taxation, no death tax. All of those things are gone. So this becomes an exceedingly pro-growth type of agenda. And what you need if you really want growth is an atmosphere that encourages entrepreneurial risk-taking and capital investment. Those are the fuels for the most powerful economic engine the world has ever known. We have stifled it with the policies, and then we sit there and we blame other people, and we say it's the rich, and if we take their money, we can solve this problem. That won't solve any problems. That'll just make everybody poor. That's what's called socialism. America better wake up quickly before we wind up there.
Yeah, do you think people are just not understanding your tax plan? I'm trying to understand why you're not resonating more and your numbers are not higher, Dr. Carson.
Because people don't talk about it. I appreciate the fact that you're talking about it now, but mostly they want to talk about some other personality, and that's a problem.
Yeah, it sure is. Problem. Let me ask you about your plan against ISIS. I read your recent op-ed on foreign policy. Tell us about your plan to defeat ISIS, sir.
Well, first of all, you know, we have to be willing to call radical Islamic jihadists what they are. And then we have to be able to attack their caliphate and not allow them to spread that caliphate. That means working in conjunction with our military experts, explaining the plan to them, and then having them tell us what they need in order to accomplish that. You know, we do it just the opposite way. We say we need this many troops, or we need this and that and the other, and we're trying to dictate to them. That is silly. And then we also have to deprive them of their economic resources. ISIS is the wealthiest terrorist organization in the world. We have to shut down their monetary channels. We have to attack their command and control centers. We have to come to this country and recognize that if we don't seal our borders, that we are just spitting in the ocean. And we need to work with the imams and the clerics, make sure that they understand that they have to work with us. They don't have a choice. And if they don't, then we have to look at them and treat them in a very different way, because we have to protect our people. We need to declare war on ISIS. We need to revamp our immigration and visa programs. All of these things are necessary to protect the American people.
Yeah, so what does that mean on a practical basis, though? I mean, we've had airstrikes underway now for, what, 18 months? Are they working?
Not very well, because they're not well coordinated. You know, you have to have the right advanced people on the ground coordinating that. And, you know, it worked very well, for instance, in Sinjar a few months ago. ISIS had taken that city, and what we did is, in conjunction with the Kurds, we cut off the supply routes to Sinjar, and then with our special ops people, they were able to go in with a softened target and airstrikes behind them and complete the job quite easily. When it's done that way, it works.